waiting for a couple more people to join me here. Hi, everyone. My name is Marina Shepelsky, going to do this live with you guys about U.S. immigration. I was on vacation and then I got sick when I came back from vacation. So I hope you guys don't mind me with my congestion here, but whatever, we're all human. All right, so let's get into it. I want to see if I can try to get the Instagram on my computer so I can see the questions on my hi everyone, hello, new people, welcome. I'm just gonna be saying hello to people. All right, I see here that people are joining in. All right, okay. Let's talk about what the big news today. Number one news, I didn't even have to do any research for this. The biggest news today is the announcement for a new immigration amnesty. Brand new. It will be called the Dignity Act of 2023. So let's talk about what this new immigration amnesty, the Dignity Program, or the Dignity Act of 2023 will represent. What is it going to represent for the U.S. immigration system? So, let's talk about the things that the bill will cover. First of all, the bill will cover dreamers. So DACA is finally, if this passes, DACA will finally get passed as a real law and not just as an executive order that President Obama, ordered and brought about, right? So just saying some highs here. Hi to Mang. Hi to Ali Kram, who watches us on a regular. Raju. Ali says he's watching us from Chicago. My friends here on Instagram. Oluwadare Ugunpolo says hello from New York. And my friend Joseph Temitopi Joseph Akawesulo. I'm sorry, hard name. Says, good morning, my lovely lawyers. I'm just saying hello, but also I started to talk about the new Dignity Act. The Dignity Act of 2023 rolled out by both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party at the same time. All ladies here who sponsored this bill, a Republican representative from Florida and a Democrat representative from Texas sponsored this bill. And this would create a 7-year temporary status for people unlawfully or without documents in the United States. Now, what does it say? It says that people who are in the country for 5 years or more without legal status and no criminal record, so they will be checking fingerprints biometrics, will be protected from deportation, get a work permit, and a travel authorization for a program of 7 years. To get into this program, they will have to pay 1.5% dignity levy, or like a tax from each paycheck. And in addition, they will pay a penalty of $5,000. So that's gonna be a big difference, and that's really gonna be a new stream to legalize. Besides that, they will legalize kids who were brought here to U.S. as children, but now are adults. They will get green cards. The people who are here over 5 years undocumented and will be eligible for the 7-year program will work here for 7 years and will be able to apply for a green card. And then it looks like they want another $5,000 penalty, and then they can apply for citizenship. So that's really going to be interesting in how this plays out. Besides that, so okay, I mentioned codifying DACA dreamers getting green cards. I mentioned the 7-year status for people who are over 5 years in U.S. unlawfully. More green cards for family unification categories like parents filing for you for kids, like U.S. citizen parents filing for kids, U.S. citizen filing for siblings. So more green cards in those categories, less wait time in those categories. A new visa type for temporary visitors to visit family in the United States. A new pathway for green cards for foreign students. More funding for Customs and Border Patrol. Like, the people on the border, the people who work there will hopefully get more funding. Joseph said, thank you so much for your information as always. Sami says they're watching me from Chicago. Okay, thank you so much. Process. I know how it's definitely in the works with this. Besides everything that news, I mentioned already, more funding for the Border Patrol people, reduced numbers of people who are detained, waiting for their immigration removal court date, so less releases for those people, and more security, building more walls and restrictions at the border. So strengthening the border. I hope that this package passes, even though there's some things there that I maybe don't like so much, but the 7-year status I like. We'll see how this works out. I don't know if they can actually collect the tax for the dignity levy. I don't know, but we'll see how that works. Anyway, that's the biggest news of this week. I haven't seen you guys in a long time, so let's also talk about the end of Title 42 at the border for asylum seekers. That means they're going to now use 2 new laws to try to restrict and reduce the amounts of people coming in at the border. They will try to use Title 8. Title 8 makes it like illegal to come in if you're not using the lawful pathways, and it makes it illegal to come in if you have a criminal background or drugs, and then you will be banned for at least 5 years from coming back. And also this transit ban that they're going to start using that says that if you pass through other countries on the way to the US, unless you're using the CBP app, or you have a visa, or you have humanitarian parole, there will be a presumption of your asylum being denied. Like, it's almost automatically will be denied, but you could argue to overcome the presumption. So I will be answering questions as I'm done with the news bit. So you can post your questions in the comment, and I'll be happy to answer them as soon as I can. Now I see there's a question on Instagram, so I will start with the Instagram question. It's ilnaulmo007. Okay, hello. In February 2023, U.S. Senate actions of Russia and Ukraine is called genocide. Will it help for Ukrainian cases for asylum? Genocide always has a strong argument. Absolutely. I have been talking about Ukrainians being able to apply for asylum for the longest time. By the way, this applies to anybody from Nicaragua right now, from countries where there is like revolutions, where there's countries that are going through civil unrest, military conflict. These people, just like Ukraine, will be able to apply for asylum, and it will work well. And I'm going to tell you from our experience already, right now, working with Ukrainian clients, it's working with immigration judges and the asylum office. They really do believe that Ukrainians are experiencing genocide and are approving asylum cases. So we'll be happy to help you. Our phone number is 718 769-6352. Schedule a paid consultation, and we will be happy to work with you. Okay, YouTube question from Joseph. Joseph says, good morning, my favorite attorney. Thank you for all your information. Question is, please, can anyone who is from Africa, from Nigeria, and apply for asylum and go to another African country too? Yes, you can apply for asylum if you're from Nigeria. You're still going to prove, you're going to have to prove that you were persecuted or experienced in a category of people who were being genocided or anything like that, or you had a religion that was a minority, or you had a political opinion that was a minority and you were abused or a group. So those are all the categories that people eligible to apply for asylum from Nigeria. Yes, and also other African countries as well. Ken Marine Vanterpool says, please inform yet to receive response from your case. Oh, okay. You have to give, you could email me or Nicole and we will respond to you. I will look into it. Okay, no problem. Okay, Joseph says, what is your advice on that? For asylum from Nigeria. I think you can file for asylum from Nigeria, no problem. I think that if you have the evidence, you can prove that he was being persecuted and there's bad things happening in Nigeria, we can win this type of case, no problem. Okay, we talked about this. Adus Abubakir says, Momita Rahman, my spouse, good morning. Good morning, says Zuli's vlog. Good morning. Milton Torres says, hi from Westchester, New York. Hello. I have a combo card through VAWA. No criminal. I came through the border. Is it risky to travel with the people who apply for VAWA, which we do a lot of VAWA work? If you're married to an abusive citizen or green, apply for VAWA I-360 petition, and you could get a combination card of advanced parole and work permit. If you have advanced parole and pending VAWA and pending green card case, it is safe to travel. You can leave. You will be able to come back. No problem for travel, Milton. Go ahead and travel. You can stay away for 2-3 months even. No problem. And Elkan Duran says, good morning, Marina. Lizzie says, I filed for work permit and a green card together in my VAWA process. I got my work permit, but no green card yet. It's been 16 months. Lizzie currently is taking 33 months and a half, 33 and a half months for VAWA to be approved. I'm going to show you where I'm getting this information from. So I go to uscis.gov. And for people watching me on Facebook or on YouTube Live, you can watch what I do on the screen. I go to, I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm going to USCIS processing times. I've pulled down the menu for the main form here, the VAWA form. I-360 petition for VAWA. Okay, I pulled down Violence Against Women Act category and the Vermont Service Center, although right now it's more than one service center, but anyway. And you can see that the VAWA takes 33 and a half months. After that, you will have to wait up to 1 more year for the green card to be approved once VAWA is approved. So I know it's not easy. I know it's frustrating, but understand that this is normal. VAWA takes 33 and a half months, and the green card based on VAWA, another like up to a year, another few months. All right, Lizzie? Okay, Tamina Joseph says, again, who have an asylum pending for TPS applying for advanced parole with no problem. When she's coming back, please, anyone from Africa too can apply for it too. Now, okay, if you're from Nigeria, you are eligible, right, to get that advanced parole. The problem is if you feel safe enough to travel to your home country, I'm afraid the government will not believe your fear of returning for asylum. or even TPS itself. So I'm not sure if advanced parole to go back to the country where you have TPS from and the country where you are asking for asylum from is safe. So it's one thing to go to Mexico or some other countries if you're from Nigeria. It's another thing to return to where you're supposedly to go back to. So I don't know if you should go to the whole country. And Manish says, "Hi, madam. I got my work permit. How long does it take after that to get a green card?" It depends what category it's in. MS says, "Is it safe to travel with advanced parole if you have DACA?" Thank you. Yes, it is safe. Yes, it's safe. Instagram question, will from Tanichka Nyuka, will TPS holders qualify under the Dignity Act? Absolutely. If you've been here more than 5 years illegally, if the Dignity Act passes, you could get that 7-year status. I think you will qualify. Absolutely. All right, back to YouTube questions. Raju says, "Hi, I filed I-765 work permit application on November 9, 2021 for a U visa category as basis. I still don't have my work permit. What is your advice?" So the U visa is, they're waiting for a bona fide, like a bona fide pre-approval, right? The U visa people. Hi, people on Instagram joining. Hello. Aman says hello. So it's taking a really long time. It's not even 2 years yet, Raju. The U visa process generally is taking like 5 years right now. Let me just double check. I haven't checked in a while. I-918 petition for U non-immigrant visa. And let's say in Nebraska, 60 months. So U visa generally takes 60 months. 60 months is about 5 years for U visa. And the work permit based on the U visa, because you need the bona fide pre-approval first, might take 2 to 2.5 years. So you still have ways to wait. I'm sorry. Naresh says, "Hello, ma'am. I filed for multiple applications for H1B. It's a lottery. The H1B is a lottery. He applied multiple times to get picked in the fiscal year 2022. Will it cause any issues? 2 of my applications picked. I went with one and was approved." Um, Thanks a lot. I'm not sure what you mean for issues. If you could clarify, what problems are you afraid of? Sorry about that. I didn't get the question. Okay, what else is in the news? So let's talk a little bit about VAWA, because I know some of you guys filed for VAWA, and I want to talk about VAWA. So VAWA has kind of like a new rule where we used to file VAWA in pieces. So first we would file like a short story and an application, and then we would send in the long story and more evidence over time. Psychological report, but now VAWA should be all submitted in one package, or you submit as much as you can. They will not take anything else, and then they will issue something called request for evidence, and that's just your opportunity to send them everything that we used to send in pieces in part 2 package. Well, if you're interested in filing for VAWA, we do a lot of this work. We know it inside out. Give us a call. Also, if you've been here illegally over 10 years, we don't know about the amnesty, but cancellation of removal is still a thing. It's still working. If you have kids born here with hardship or spouse, let us know. We can help you legalize through the immigration court and get a green card for people who've been over 10 years in the US with US citizens or spouse. Question tell Miss Polito News. Buenos dias, hermosa, which is good day, lady. I'm going to Mexico and we will stay 5 weeks. Because October 6th. Can I marry my girlfriend there if I file through my mom, son of legal resident? I have an advanced parole through I-485. No, you cannot, because you're waiting for your green card through your mom as a child of a legal permanent resident. If you get married, you lose your case completely. It will get canceled. So I would wait for you to marry your girl. You need to wait, otherwise you can't help her. You will lose your own opportunity to become a green card holder. please, if you get married, there is no category of married kids of green card holders. So you will lose your case forever. And you will have to start over once your mom becomes a US citizen. Please don't marry anybody. Remain single until your green card is in your hand. Once your green card is in your hand, you're not just waiting for it. You have it in hand. Then you can marry your girlfriend. Until then, no marriage. And this is a really good lesson for anyone else who is getting their visa or green card as a child, or a citizen or a permanent resident. You lose your child status no matter what age you are if you marry. So that whole case gets canceled and deleted by USCIS once you stop being a child when you're married. And marriage is considered the end of your child status. All right, more people joining on Instagram. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm waiting for a little bit more questions. I have another 10 minutes, and then we will be saying goodbye. And I have the Russian language show for some of my friends here who are Russian speaking, asking me about Ukraine. Let's see who was asking me. On Instagram, I had Ilna 007, the Russian speaking. Tune in on my Russian language channel at 12 o'clock. Marina.advokatessa. Marina.advokatessa is the Russian language channel of mine. I do English at 11, Russian at 12. All right. Let's see. More questions. Hi from Alero. Hello. Hi. How are you? Feel free to ask me your question if you'd like. All right. What else is in the news right now? By the way, the new Amnesty Dignity Act or Dignity Program 2023 might be also adding more visas in the H2B non-immigrant visa worker category. So that's going to be a good thing that I didn't mention yet. Okay, a question from Alero. How long does it take to get a work permit through VAWA? Good question. I will share my screen and I will teach you how to check. All right. You go to processing times. If you want to know how long your work permit will take, you roll down from this drop down list to I-765. That's the form with which you filed for a work permit for the VAWA. I assume that your lawyer not just filed the VAWA petition, but also filed for a green card for you. So we find based on C9, based on pen. So you found the form number, I-765. You found the form category based on a pending I-485 family adjustment application. And you find the field office where your work permit is being processed to see how long you wait for the work permit. And then you hit get processing time. And you see that if your case is in California Service Center, you'll have to wait from the filing date 18 and a half months. If it's a National Benefit Center, you wait 11 months. If it's in Texas Service Center, your wait will be 17 months. So we're talking about anywhere between 11 to 18 and a half months wait for the work permit based on the green card pending with VAWA. If you didn't file for a green card and you only filed VAWA alone, right, that's taking about 33 months. So I don't have to look that up, right? So VAWA alone, 33 months. VAWA and I-485 for a green card in one packet from the filing date, 11 to 18 months. I don't know, it could be anywhere in between. Okay, thank you for your question. Emily says, hello, someone is here on a non-immigrant visa. He extended that visa, but his employer wants to sponsor him. Does he have to wait 90 days? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to wait 90 days because the employer to sponsor him files a whole other package of documents first with the Department of Labor. So he doesn't have to wait 90 days. The 90 days is only when you file something with USCIS. Fatima Yasmin says, hello, ma'am. Hi, how are you? I'm separated from my husband. I want to file for VAWA, as now I don't have any permanent present address. And then how can I get documents, fingerprints, receipt notices, or others? Give us a call. We can put our address as your attorney address, and we will get all of these letters, fingerprinting, receipt notices, and send everything to you. This way you will have everything and it won't be going to any permanent address for now. The lawyer will get everything and send it to you. Emily Marshall also says the I-94 was extended. Oh, this is for the question about the non-immigrant visa. Yeah, you don't need the 90 days. Don't worry about the 90 days. If you're filing for a green card through work or an extension of his status. Okay. What else? What else? Let's see. I don't see any more questions for now. And on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye, and I'm going to see you guys next week. I'm going to say see you later, see you next week. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Take care. Thank you, and become subscribers to our channel if you're not yet. If you're watching me on YouTube or Facebook, find us on Instagram. Check us out. If you're watching us on Instagram, welcome. Thank you for watching, and find us on YouTube. I have longer videos on YouTube. They're not as short as the as the Instagram format. On YouTube, I explain things in a lot more detail, not rushed, with a lot more meat. So if you like that kind of stuff, find us on YouTube and you can see our videos. I just recorded one this morning in detail discussing the new Dignity Act. So you will see it soon. And the last one from Instagram is from Yarek Stolar. It's a Russian speaker. By the way, Yarek, I will answer your question, but feel free to watch me at 12 o'clock on my Russian live on a different channel, Marina.Advokatessa. Can he stop the deportation order? You can. Give us a call. We can take a look and we can tell you what we can help you with, how to stop it, how to, maybe file for something new that you haven't thought of. Our phone number is 718-769-6352. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.